What is up everyone? So I'm going to be going over the XERO controller for the PlayStation 5, and the app for this controller is finally available. Now you could check out this video, and I did a full review on this controller in its raw beta stage, and I show you guys how it works for the PlayStation 5, how it's compatible, very easy to connect. But before, it didn't have the application. This application gives the controllers tons and tons of different features, which I'll be going over this video. As you guys can see, I have a brand new setup, and I gotta say thank you flexispot for this brand new desk. The flexispot standing desk is built from heavy duty steel with a strong, stable design. It comes with clear instructions that make it easy to assemble. It took me about an hour to set it up, and it was ready to go. The desk comes in different sizes and L-shape variations. The LED control panel lets you adjust the height and save up to 4 memory settings, so you can easily switch between sitting and standing. It ranges from 28 inches up to 46 inches tall. I've always wanted a standing desk for gaming, as it makes the experience feel more immersed, and this is the perfect one for that. You can use it for gaming or getting work done in between. I've added a link in the description below if you're interested. Okay, now I want to show you guys something. If we take the controller just like in its raw form without doing any updates, and if we just even check the circularity test, you see what we get there. Around 19% air. Everything else, as you can see, works perfectly fine. And we'll be able to set up these buttons and everything in the app. So just wanted to show you guys the raw data of the controller, and here the benefits of using the app. So let's compare it with this raw data, and now that we're gonna download the app and see what happens. So here we see the XERO application. We're just gonna click here, and it's gonna scan for the controller. We want to turn it on. When you want to share additional developer information, sure. So the app crashed. That's not a good sign. Let's try it again. All right, so now it found this controller. Let's link it. All right, so now we're gonna set it up onto different profiles. So we have profile 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's do this one. So first, let's do the back buttons. So basically, we map the back buttons on this first. So usually we want to maybe, for this paddle, we want to do triangle. And for this paddle, let's do 0. Okay. So now that works. So let's add different stick calibration. So for left stick, right stick, we want to leave this how it is. We don't want to mess around with that. Trigger calibration. So this is the sensitivity of the triggers. We'll keep that at 100. So we add to a different profile, anti-recoil. So this shows that when you push, like for the fire button, so R2 and R3 will be synced. So when you fire, this will be synced. So I'll show you guys in the game how to do this, but we could kind of do the anti-recoil. We can compensate the recoil. So if your recoil is shooting up, we will compensate it by putting it down. So I'll show you guys that in the game. And for the vibration, I usually keep vibration off, but you could do that in audio. You could either keep it on or off. So there. So now we have calibrated profile 1. So let's again hook it up and see how the joystick look now. So before, when we did this, our air was around 19%. Now that we could see that the joysticks have corrected themselves quite a bit. So it's almost perfect. And now the back buttons, if we click here, you can see that on here that they're mapped already. So you could do like slide, cancel, slide, cancel. Only 2 back buttons though. All right guys, so now I got the controller here, and we want to go, and I'll show you guys how to do that anti-recoil real quick. So you want to get like a gun. Let's see. So let's see this gun here. So you guys see the recoil on this gun is like very high. It goes up like crazy. All right, so what we do here on the app, so we'll go to our profile 1 and we'll do this. So we're going to compensate it. So let's do it about like this, go down. Right? You guys see that? So a compensation of down. So when I push R2, the R3 trigger is going to go there, maybe like this. So now let's check out how our, now that we could see, it's much better now. Let me zoom in here. So let's drop it even a little bit lower. And let's fire. And you see now the recoil is compensated before. This is how it was before, and now how it is. And we could tweak around to see if we could even get it better. Maybe let's see what happens if we do that. So that was a little bit to the right here. Now I don't condone cheating or anything like that, guys. I'm just showing you guys how this controller works. So I think you need to put it. The first time I think I had it was pretty good. So here, once we push zoom, that's almost perfect there. Big difference. So you guys could play around with that. That's just one of the features I wanted to point out. If you guys want to know more about this controller, make sure you guys check out this video. I'm just going to drop it here. I go into more details of the company, who they are, how they were able to jailbreak this controller and get through the firewall of the PlayStation, because this controller basically registers as a DualSense. I just got this controller out of the box, so when I plugged it into my PlayStation, it actually asked me to update it. It said, your DualSense controller needs to be updated. So even with the recent update, I was still able to go through the app and do the macros and adjust the joysticks, and you saw all the stuff that we did. So yeah, definitely, if you have this controller, check out the app, play around with it. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time.